Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I thought I'd show you how to make a bat out of hell vase display along with a Halloween directional sign. And before the sun goes down, let's get to it. Here's an overview on the materials used for this project, but be sure to check the description box below for a complete list. So we're going to start off by prepping the vase before we paint it. I'm making two vases for myself because I have huge windows. I'm also using 24-inch tall trumpet vases, but you can use any size or shape you desire. It doesn't have to be this large. I just so happen to already own these two vases and previously added that gold border on it, which I'm now turning into a black border. You can totally omit this entire paint job and use ribbon as a border if you wish, but I think it just looks neater painted. So here I'm using masking tape for a precise edge. You can use painter's tape, but I found masking tape works just as fine for this project. Try to lay the tape as evenly as possible. If it's slightly imperfect, it's fine. Nobody can tell. So I suggest spray painting outside because number one, you're not in an enclosed area with all these toxic chemicals, and number two, it just speeds up the dry time by like 1000%. So do yourself the favor and spray paint outside. Just like coloring, try to paint within the lines. If you come to notice you've accidentally painted in an unwanted area, not to fret. I'll be showing you how to easily remove that later. I'm also painting the wooden planks needed for the directional sign, but if you're not making that, then disregard this part. Alright, all done. While this dries, let's head inside and start working on making the bats. For the bats, you'll need 5 sheets of black construction paper, a white colored pencil, and a pair of scissors. Start by folding your sheets in half horizontally, aka the long way. From the fold, draw out half of your bat. I drew out 4 bats. This will make me 20 bats. Remember to make them different sizes, as you don't want them all to be the same. Then cut them out when you're happy with the shape of your bat. 5 sheets is 1 set. I'll be making 2 sets because I'm making 2 vases. 1 set will make you 20 bats, which I think is enough, but feel free to make more if you wish. Just keep them in sets of 5 sheets, or else it may become too tough to cut through. Next, you'll take your styrofoam, whatever shape this is, I don't know, don't ask me, but take your styrofoam and start sticking your curly tings in it. Yes, you heard me right. I'm not practicing my accents. It's legit called curly ting. I'm convinced a Caribbean person invented this because, like, what? Little curly ting. Anyways, make sure your styrofoam matches the mouth of your vase. You don't want it to be too small because you want this to sit right at the top and not fall any lower than your border. You don't want it visible. Arrange the curly tings to your liking. If you like it to be dense, insert them more towards the middle and straight in, but if you want it to blossom, insert them at a slight angle. Your choice, there's no right or wrong way. Once you're done inserting the curly tings, start gluing your bats onto them with hot glue. Here's a tip. Try to have them face the direction your display will be visible most. It won't make sense to put bats all around if one side of your display will be facing a wall. Only do so if it will be freestanding and people can see it from different angles. take your vase and peel off the tape. As you can see, I did not paint within the lines, but I told you I had a solution. Simply take a cotton ball, dab some nail polish remover on it, and wipe away any unwanted paint. You know, clean it up a bit. And finally, when you're finished, just pop your arrangement right on into the vase. And there you have it. A bat curly ting vase display. Oh, and by the way, feel free to add a filler to the vase if you want. Personally, I like the transparent look and it stands up just fine, but you can use pebbles, marbles, or anything your little heart desires. Alright, directional sign time. For the sign, take the wooden planks and arrange them how you want them to be set on your wooden stake. Take your paint pen, and in this case I used white because it contrasts black well, and write out the names of the towns or places you'd like to use. For this project, I had 6 planks and I decided to use the first 6 ghoulish places I could think of, which were Transylvania, Salem, Hogwarts, Halloween Town, Elm Street, and Sleepy Hollow. But do some research. You may come up with even better places to use. When you're done, take your stake, in my case I used 2 and glued them together because I want it tall, and hot glue your planks onto the stake. Then flip it over and stick on your double-sided mounting tape from top to bottom. Don't be stingy with the tape. Finally, bring it over to where you want to put it up, make sure it's positioned straight, then firmly press on it entirely so it's mounted correctly and less likely to fall off. I use mounting tape strong enough to hold 10 pounds just to be safe, even though the sign is like 1 pound. And there you have it, a Halloween directional sign and a bat out of hell vase display. I hope you found this tutorial useful. If you could give this video a thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do so. And until next time, peace.